Good evening and welcome to Sports for Metairie. I'm Seth Lewis with Doug Mouton, and Monday was the first day of pads for the Saints at training camp. What was your biggest impression?
Well, the biggest impression was that it was 400 degrees, and I'm thinking about these guys on the field in full pads. Everybody was fine. To me, the guy who stood out, and you could see the guys sort of go nuts when the pads get on, the big guys, was Carl Granderson. Was just terrific. So active, all over the place, had a strip fumble at one point. Granderson has had a really good start to camp. And look, Saints didn't go out and get edge rushers. They need Granderson to be good, and he's been good so far.
Yeah, for me, when I was watching one-on-one drills, Chase Young immediately, and he's looked good even before pads, but also rookie first-round pick Kelvin Banks, including a really impressive pancake over Chris Rump. Veteran Cesar Ruiz says that he is a fast learner.
He picks things up fast. He's very, very smart, and he's confident in himself. So that's, those are important keys right there. And, just seeing him work, he's putting the work in extra after practice with us, and, he wants it. He wants to be great.
Now, when it comes to quarterback, Tyler Shuck did get the first team reps on Monday, but he seemed pretty conservative.
Yeah, Tyler Shuck hasn't really let it rip yet. He's been sort of risk averse at this point. The other quarterbacks have thrown it downfield more than he has. Kellen Moore said that that's not a problem. He's learning. It's a normal progression. He's a rookie. They're still in the install, and we're still 1 week into training camp. Now, the guy who has been willing to rip it so far has been Spencer Rattler. He ripped this one, which we thought was the play of the day, to Rashid Shaheed. Shaheed has had a great camp, and the other wide receivers have noticed.
He can run, and he can run routes. And I think that's one thing, people will leave out, no question. He can take the top off, but he's running some of the best routes out there as well. And so when you got that combination, you're looking like a deadly weapon.
That wide receiver group set is not big. You're talking about Shaheed, Chris Olave, and Brandon Cooks, but they can fly. Now, on the other side of the ball, the Saints have gotten a big impact quickly from the new safety.
Yeah, Julian Blackman made probably the most impressive play I've seen in camp so far. Problem is we weren't able to shoot it. We just saw it with our own eyes, but he made a really nice interception on Sunday. Of course, he is someone that is expected to replace Tyrann Mathieu, but the Saints were already in communication with him throughout this summer. The biggest reason he came to NOLA, though, was to team up with defensive coordinator Brandon Staley.
Really close to Coach Staley, so since I came out of the draft, I had been talking to Staley, when he was with the Rams, and then he went to San Fran last year, talked to him there, and then this year he was like, "You're back again." Like, I've been trying to get you, so it's good to work with. It's good to work with him. I really love his energy. I really love what he has to offer. I really love the defense. I love the guys that are here. There's a lot of opportunity on the defensive side.
Now, Julian Blackman, when he first walked up to us, was getting a chance to enjoy his first New Orleans snowball. What's most important, the flavor, sour apple.
Yeah, and I made sure he knew he was having a snowball, not a snow cone. We heard players say that. That's just a problem when players say, all right, look, when Blackman got here, I still thought Jordan Howden was the favorite to win that starting safety job. I now think it's going to be Julian Blackman. He's been really impressive in the first few days of camp. Wednesday, they come back in the heat in full pads in front of fans in Metairie, and of course we'll be there. It'll be fun. That's Seth Lewis. I'm Doug Mouton for WWL Louisiana.